Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome back to another Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be once again another run by Flash against a lot of random players on the internet. And this time it is going to be a game between Flash and Motive. Motive is a Protoss player who's relatively unknown. He plays a couple of games in KCM. I think he's been possibly in ASL one or twice, maybe in the preliminaries. Not so sure if it was ever in the group stages, maybe once or twice. But anyways, to me, he's kind of like a B ranked player. So if you consider, somebody like Snow and Rush and maybe Mini to be S rank, and some players like Shine and YSE to be A rank, and then Motive is B rank. So he's kind of below that, but below the other guys. But on Laddernet, he's still very, very strong, and Flash has kind of dropped down to a very, very low ranking, something like in the 20s or 30s the last I checked. And he hasn't been doing well in Protoss matchup. So let's see how he fares against these other Protoss players. If you have watched the other games that casted between him and Bisu, as well as between him and Highway, you see that Flash has been struggling against Protoss players. So that is good news for Protoss lovers, because in the upcoming ASL, if Flash participates, then he will need to kind of work up a little bit. By the way, this game is going to be played on the map Polypoid. If you don't remember what this map looks like, God forbid, it is there at the bottom left of the screen. And these two people are chatting a little bit here. I don't really fully understand the gist of it, but basically I looked up, and it is going to be between, they were talking about the Protoss strategy of going High Templars against Terran. So going for fast shuttles and High Templars. And basically, Motive was saying, should I go for that strategy? And Flash is like, yeah, you gotta be careful, and you gotta, go quickly and so forth. And they were pointing out the shortcomings of this strategy as well, which is that, if you dive in so quickly, you might lose everything, and you're gonna be completely naked to the Terran counterattack. And we were just talking about the meta these days, 5 factories or 3 factories or whatever, and about split map scenarios. But anyways, maybe if you're Korean, you have some better ideas than me about what they were talking about, so please enlighten all of us by leaving us a comment in the video description. But it is going to be once again Flash versus Motive on the map Polypoid, with Flash spawning at the top right corner of the screen in the purple color, and Motive spawning at the bottom right corner of the screen in the white color. We're going to be seeing a quick expansion coming out from Flash, not making any marine just yet. And for Motive, he's gonna be going for a what it looks to me like a fast dragoons here. He's not gonna be going for Zelle first, which is nice because the opponent's very, very far. We're gonna be having bunker coming down. This probe, he might wanna attack the marine a couple of shots, but no, he's gonna back up. SV is gonna get up to the ramp here, and we have a dragoon that blocks the SV. This is a nice find by Motive. This means that Flash will not know whether his opponent is gone for fast Reaver or what, right? And looks like Dragoon range is cancelled there. Maybe it was started for some time, but it's cancelled now, and we'll be having a fast expansion just to completely throw Flash off, his tail here and into his heels. We do have something inside that bunker. It's going to be one marine. So Flash is playing his usual kind of turlish style, as we've seen in the previous game so far. SCV killed there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Will Motive double expand? That's going to be a question, because Flash is right now completely in the dark. And if you remember his play style in the in the previous games with Bisu and Highway, he doesn't like to go out there in the dark, guys. He likes to just stay at home, keep himself comfortable, make some coffee, watch some TV, maybe read some books, play some board games, and that's it. He's an old man like me. He doesn't like to kind of go out there and be ambitious and have some parties in the wild. But he will go there at midnight when you think he's sleeping and you are sleeping, and he will come out there with some knives. It's more like guns and cannons and stuff, and he will bomb the freaking butt out of you and destroy you. So this kid is very, very dangerous that way. But we have Robo coming up. This is a later Robo. Excuse me, slightly later Robo, but it's still going to be a little bit good here for Motive, because he is not facing any kind of pressure, so he can maybe get some observers, or he can start to get some reavers, and it's going to be we don't see anything coming up yet. for Motive. Just a quick robo, and it is going to be robotic support bay with a shadow here. Flash is gonna be going for 2 factories, an easy build and engineering bay, and okay, it's gonna be going for armory and scanner. This is a very standard build that he's been showing to us lately. He doesn't like to go for these kind of, I don't know, way more than 1 marine. He's just got just 1 single marine the entire game. He likes to, you know, he loves his Goliaths. And if you remember that other game between Flash and who was it? Maybe Bisu. Yeah, the second game that they played that I've casted. Flash also went for fast Goliath and used them to, you know, go and counter the shuttle. Anyways, he had a scan there, so we shall see what is up next with Motive. He's got a shuttle. The Reaver is almost done. Do we have shuttle speed? Yeah, it's underway. We're going to be having gravitic drive almost completed. I guess not yet completed. It's about 20-40% done, but Dragoon range is done. We're going to be having an expansion coming up. This is a no gas expansion here for Motive, so he's just gonna be, you know, dealing with this a little bit here. It looks like the 2 guys are discussing furiously about the pros and cons of, you know, fast Templars, shadows, and zealot bombing. The strategy that in Korean, I think they call it Temtos, which means using Templar as a Protoss player. Correct me if I'm completely wrong about this. If you're Korean, please let me know. I know I have one very avid Korean lover. Excuse me, what Korean lover? Korean person in my audience. So if you are here, please enlighten us about what these 2 guys are saying, because we all love to know. Anyways, this is a nice SimCity here, just to make sure any vultures cannot get past this area. Need to kind of wall off, get wall off a little bit. But knowing Flash, he will not go for drops. Anyways, the shadow arrives, and let's see how much damage. He's going to be waiting for shadow speed before he dive in. Looks like he's going to back up here. There's okay, there's some Goliaths in the main. There are no turrets. There are no turrets. And there's going to be, this is possibly a starport. Yeah, that's going to be a starport. So for the time being, looks like Motive is hanging out here. He's got shadow with speed complete. It's going to fly in now. Let's see how quickly Flash reacts. He doesn't see anything. Well, now he's going to see something flying from the sky. Goliath needs to respond here. We're going to be having a Reaver and a Dragoon. This is interesting. Not 2 Zealot. And that Reaver is kind of way too far, but it's going to try to attack the tank. The Shadow get targeted upon. The Shadow is possibly going to die. No, it's going to hide in the corner. Take out the Goliath would be great. The Goliath is almost dead. There are 2 Goliaths though. Not just 1. He's going to land here and do a few more shots, and the Shadow finally dies. But this Reaver is going to do a few more shots. The tank need to unsiege and move towards that area. He's going to be able to take maybe 1 or 2 SCVs, and that's it. Not much. That Shadow has got maybe 2 kills maximum. Yeah, only 2 kills. So that was a pathetic draw from Motive. Let's see what he's got behind this. He's just going to be expanding and maybe possibly going up to take another base. Yeah, and Flash defended that well. So he's going to be able to grow once again. He's going to expand out here as well. Flash would love to take this base. He took a scan. Let's see, what is he scanning? He just scans the outer area just to see what kind of Dragoon's presence is here. And we're going to be having Flash coming out. Where's the command center? There it is, floating over. So Flash is playing his very usual style. These Goliaths have been damaged, and they got to possibly die. No, at the last minute, the Dragoons get pushed back. Observer might get sniped, so Motive need to kind of save it. Hold it exactly where it is. 4 base Protoss versus 3 base Terran. We're at the 8 minute and 40th second of the game. Motive is 88 supply. Flash is 84, so already seriously trouble. Motive, he's not Bisu, guys. Of course, he's not that great. So we shall see what he's going to be able to pull off against Flash. We might have another base. So, I mean, the good thing with Motive is that he's expanding nicely. He's expanding great. What's inside the shadow? Let me just quickly check. 1 Reaver and 1 Dragoon. It looks like he's going to fly in once again. Flash is not aware. He's got some turrets waiting in the area, and yeah, the Shadow flies right to, what is this? Just gonna be supply depot. Dragoon need to take out some SCVs. Gonna land right here. Oh my god, SCVs are running, and Reavers is right here. He's gonna be able to do, oh, that's a dud. That's a very unfortunate dud. He's gonna be able to attack. That's a missed shot, guys. He's gonna be able to take out some, oh my god, another missed shot. Where is he attacking? He's gonna try to take out some vultures, and yeah, this is gonna be attacking the tank and killing some vultures. One more attack on that tank. One tank died. The Goliath is going to be in the back here. The Shadow we need to land. And that was once again a failed attack, I think, from Motive. 106.7 supply from Motive. 96 for Flash. Motive has not yet expanded. If it's expanded during this time, it would have been great. He's being very cautious. He's going to be going out there slowly and expanding slowly here, but that is just going to give Flash, you know, a bit of room to breathe here. He need to expand like a fiend, you know, gobble up the entire map, because I feel like the chance of Flash counter attacking is very no. It is almost non-existent. Flash doesn't like to go out there for these early attacks. He's going to be wait for his massive army and strong upgrades come out. And now Flash is up 4 bases. The Motive is still on 4 bases. What's up with that? Anyways, we need to see some kind of more army movements here from Motive. He's going to be coming out with more Shadow. This Shadow has got 1 Reaver and 2 Zealot. That's nice. This Observer is well placed, where it's going to be a couple of tanks and some Goliath. Let's check the upgrades for the tank. +1 weapons only. And indeed, the Shadow is going to fly right through. There's only a single turret that's going to land and do some splash damage. The Shadow will die, but before that, will take out several units. Both the Goliath and the tank exploded. He's going to cancel this this SV building. The command center, good job. He needs to attack the turret as well. He's going to attack what? One of the vultures. At least all of the vultures are dead, so that's good. This turret, will it die? How much health does it have remaining? 10. So that's he's gonna get completely destroyed, maybe, or maybe the turret will get saved. Let's see. No, the turret dies. The game is gonna resume. Finally, Motive is gonna take his 5th base. We're gonna be having once again scan. The attack on the front is looking kind of scary. An observer gets sniped. Another observer gets sniped. Very good for Flash to kind of hold it and snipe those observers to make sure that the Protoss has got no vision on the hang ground. Another scan. But this observer is gonna get saved, and looks like Motive might be going for an expansion here. We're only at the 11-minute and 35-second of the game here. Flash needed to rebuild his new base. I guess that base is completed, so SV can get transferred. Now let's check the upgrades for a little bit here. Looks like Flash is still on 1, but his upgrades should be coming up soon. Weapons is gonna be completed soon, and vehicle plating, so that's armor is gonna be completing. And once again, Motive expands to his 6th base. I mean, yeah, Polypoid is a good map for Protoss to overexpand, because bases are on the high ground. Very hard for Terran army to maneuver around. There's a lot of ridges, there's a lot of dark areas. A lot of scans here by Flash to see where his enemy's army is located. We have observer speed completed, which is nice. Yeah, Flash is going to be going up to 4 scanners, which will serve him well. So need to kind of cover up this area with something. Anyways, you know, yeah, Probe's going to get transferred. And if Motive can get some gateway production on this side of the map, it will help him greatly, because Flash like to do these, you know, mid-game timing pushes. And yeah, he's gonna be trailing a little bit behind in terms of supply rate, 46 versus 69. So we shall see if Flash has got enough, you know, I don't know, momentum to go into the mid game and late game. He has got, what is it, 5-7 factories. He just doesn't seem to have that many factories. He needs to have like maybe 10 factories now out of the 4 bases. Anyways, looks like Flash start to move some vultures around. And he scans, and he will see that there's going to be some probes. Will be, oh my god, probes need to hold their area now. And indeed, they're going to be hiding behind this cannon. What are you doing, Motive? What are you doing? Don't pull a shuttle. Anyways, probes hiding in the corner, running for their lives. They're going to try to do some shots. And none of the probes have survived. That was pathetic. And Motive is down to 163 supply. Flash 162. The last of the vultures dies. That was really, really bad, I think, for Motive. He's just 1 base more than Flash right now. He's 2 bases more than Flash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So he's doing fine, and he might expand towards the bottom right. So Flash is doing okay, but yeah, like I told you, the mistake of Flash, the weakness of Flash strategy is that any Protoss player who tend to overexpand might just have the economy to crush his 3-3 army. But for the time being, Flash is up to 2 weapons, 0 armor upgrade. We have armor upgrades coming up. So let's see what kind of upgrades Protoss is going for. Okay, he's upgrading Templar energy and observer sight range. More shadow flying. What is he doing? One shadow will get lost. No, that shadow gets saved at the last minute. It's got 4 Zealot. This shadow's got 4 High Templars. Almost maxed out from Motive. He's gonna get attacked on the left side. The Dragoons are getting surrounded. What is gonna be the response from Motive? He's sending his forces over there, and he's gonna land some Zealot here just to do some mind drag maybe. Vultures are getting destroyed, and they will need to go towards the top left of the screen. What do we have? A single Dragoon only. He might need to block this with some pylon. You need to block more. Okay, he's gonna block. Okay, that is good block here. 3 pylon blocking, which is great. Good mind drag. These vultures are completely trapped. They're gonna try to snipe these pylon, but that is gonna be impossible to do so. Very good attack, and all of these vultures, their lives are wasted. That's a lot of stuff. During this time, this Flash move out, he's not moving out, guy. Okay, these pylons gonna get cancelled, which is great. These gateways gonna start to produce some units. So that was a lot of supply lost for Flash. Maxed out for Motive and 180 supply for Flash. We're gonna be having cannons on this side of the map. We have a single cannon. Only a lot of vultures coming up from Flash. They're gonna surround and take out this vulture, but the reinforcement army from the back is gonna be looking scary as well. This Flash move out during this time. No, he stays exactly where he is, which is I don't like. Something I don't like about Flash strategy. I mean, during this mid game, he's doing a lot of vulture pushes, but he need to kind of also have his tanks ready and punish the disorientation inside the Protoss army. Right? I mean, look at this. All of the armies is concentrated at the bottom right of the screen. So during this time, if he just move out with some tanks like now, he's gonna be just completely thrust into the enemy's heart. Anyways, this move out is terrible actually. There's just so few siege position. High Templar casting from the low ground. Zealot moving up, and the Shadow is gonna be able to cast several storms here. He's gonna cast one good storm on the clumped up tank. That is gonna be beautiful Starcraft here for Motive. It's not strong enough to push these tanks all the way back, but at least it's a good start. +3 weapons and +1 armor for Flash. And what does Motive have? He's got +2 weapons, +1 armor, and 0 shield for the time being, and the battles will rage on. Looks like we're going to be having tanks moving to this side of the map. There's just only a Nexus on the high ground. Wow, 8 gateways, very good, guys. These Dragoons going to be clearing out this area, so Motive is holding on quite tightly here. The Shadow is possibly got some High Templars in it. Okay, just a single High Templars. And he's going to be able to hold this area, but this attack on this high ground is going to be important here. Does Flash have the army to stop his enemy? He's going to be holding the low ground with tanks. That's not good. He needs to be on the high ground, but at least he's not. Yeah, he's not going to be on the high ground for sure. These tanks are sieging, and Motive will walk right into tank fire if he moves a little bit closer. Then he's going to be landing some High Templar on the high ground though. And good storm. And where's the High Templar? He's going to. Oh my God! Snipe! Get snipe! We have an EMP. Maybe High Templar does some storms. Snipe! No, another beautiful storm, another storm from the back, high ground storming. This storm, this Templar does have energy, 80 energy, and it's going to be able to cast a storm a bit later. That was a nice attack, and a lot of tanks were destroyed during that battle. So we shall see. Anyways, Vultures attacking this area once again. So Motive is still down to just 6 bases. Flash is expanding to the 5th one here. So let's see, does Motive go to the next choice? He's upgrading core, guys. That might mean that he's got plans for carriers at some point, maybe. Or maybe just gonna make sure that the Shadow has got enough armor to deal with the attack from the Terran Goliaths and so forth. Anyways, Shadow's gonna try to regain this high ground. He's at least having high ground advantage is nice. The Shadow's got High Templars on high ground. He's gonna be able to cast one storm. Zealot attacking from the other side of the map. Beautiful storm, and he cleans up this ragtag Terran army. The storm on the Vulture will be great. You need to storm the Vulture. They're so yummy. He pulls back at the last minute, and this is a nice attack, but Protoss army is gonna get thin out a little bit here. And once again, Motive doesn't have the bottom right corner of the map. This area, he's got something. This Motive trying to go out there. Alright, he lost something inside that Shadow. That Shadow's got more storming. He's gonna storm some beautiful tanks and eat up all of the Vultures. He's trading really well. We even have 2 Dark Templars, and Flash is not scanning. We might, okay, he scans now and he destroys those Dark Templar. This High Templar on high ground will get destroyed, and Flash might take out this side, and if he takes out this side, it's gonna be, I think, possibly GG. He's very close to getting on the high ground. He's got his 5 base. Okay, we have a Dark Templar attacking all of a sudden in this area, so that's something we need to keep in mind here. Dragoons pop out at the right minute. We need to have reinforcement from the air. We need to have a lot of Shadow on the air, not just Dragoons here, because tanks are finally on high ground. They're gonna be sieging here. He needs to make all Zealots from here. The Shadow's got what? Let me check inside. He's got 4 Zealot landing, bombing the tank, which is great. And these tank lines were destroyed at the last minute. That's, oh my God, this Dark Templar has got how many kills? He's got 9 kills, 10 kills, 11 kills. These last Vultures are gonna be able to wipe out the last of the cannons. No, at the last minute, Motive saves his base. And Flash got everything wiped out at the 12 o'clock position. This is really unfortunate. Flash is supplied down to 146. Only he overpushed in that attack. Excuse me, I need to cough right now. Alright, anyways, looks like these Dragoons are going to be pushing out. What kind of upgrades do we see on the Dragoons? It's like +2 weapons and +2 armor. The tanks is +3 weapons and +2 armor. But Motive is pushing hard and needs to pull back once again. This base got wiped out. Oh my God, SCV getting transferred. What is Flash doing with this economy? He's trading, okay, I mean, he's losing a lot of tanks. Tanks are expensive, and we're going to be having a nice Mind Drag against those tanks. And now, once again, Flash is on the low ground. He's on the low ground, and tanks, all of the forces for Flash get pushed back. This area is held with a couple of vultures, and that overpush was ridiculous, man. That was, I mean, Flash almost got the game in the back, but now he's gonna be on the back pedal here. There's gonna be 2 high templates in here. The command center was forced to get lifted, and Flash is down to only 4 bases. So it seems that Flash is still a little bit rusty from his, you know, crypto vacation. I need to kind of practice a bit more StarCraft, guys. If we hope to see him in the next ASL season 18, excuse me, and more attack happening. Going to be high templates on the high ground. It's futile. Flash cannot hold this base. He needs to pull back. Storming the SCV, coming up on the ram. Oh my god, that is a beautiful, juicy attack here, attacking both the SCVs and the tanks. Okay, look at these SCVs. They're so damaged. Just one Zelle bombing on them, and most of them will explode. But anyways, the game goes on. Flash 123 supply and Motive 192. Motive finally regained the bottom right of the map after that nice encounter. I mean, Flash was so close to winning. I mean, if he was able to stomp out this base, the game would have been over. But now Flash is behind by about 60 supply. He needs to rebuild everything. He's running out of a lot of things here. He's got okay, it's still a lot of good production going, but he will need to have another base soon. And do we have any kind of additional tech for the Protoss player? We don't have. He's just gonna be playing Templar Protoss, as they have been discussing from the beginning part of the game, which is just a lot of high Templars and storming, which is nice here. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna be having more bombing. And Flash, once again, his weakness is not to have enough Goliaths in the late game. We're gonna be having Zelle bombing from the sky. High Templars, maybe nice attack on the SV. They've been so damaged from before. Attacking ADC and more storming. The vultures on the low ground would be great. He picks up the high Templars and fly back. The Goliath's gonna try to snipe as many high Templars as possible. We're gonna be having attack from the front here. Alright, that's a nice attack on the tank. And where the shadow going, I'm not so sure. But these high Templars can cast more storms again. These clubbed up tanks. And that is a beautiful shot, damaging several tanks. We're at the 21st minute and 48 seconds of the game. Flash 133 supply and Motive 181. The game is still gone, but Flash is kind of losing steam. He needs to find another base to expand to. He's repairing his command center. Or is he attacking his command center? Okay, he's repairing it. I thought, you know, he's, sometimes you attack your own building by accident, guys. Anyways, yeah, Flash is still mining, okay, from these 5 bases, but he needs to take the base, and indeed he would take this base. There's just a cannon holding it. We're going to be having more production units coming out of these gates, where if Flash gains the high ground, he's going to be in the lead, maybe kind of, you know, gaining back a bit of momentum. Not really in the lead, because now Motive's got the entire bottom right, so that's going to be a problem for Flash. These Dragoons, we need to clear these mines leading onto the high ground. During this time, Flash is going to snipe this Nexus here. And once again, Flash is forced to be on the low ground. He doesn't like to be on the low ground. Quadruple Shadow flying in, and Goliath's going to snipe one Shadow at the last minute. But we're going to be having a storm on the Goliath. He's ready to storm. No, he's not yet storming. And yeah, both the players just going to completely stalemating for the time being. More production getting created at the bottom right of the screen. Anyways, Flash doesn't seem like he could penetrate this. He need to find another base to expand to. We're going to be having Shadow flying in. This base SV has been, you know, evacuated already, so he can storm what? He's going to be able to storm the vultures, maybe EMP. Oh my god, storming all of the tanks on the high ground. One more storm to kill them out. And indeed, one tank would die. These vultures are damaged as well. Maybe one more tank, one more storm on the vultures. That was a good drop and trading officially here. I think for Motive, he's attacking the center area a little bit here. That's kind of a little bit futile. He can storm the tank on the right side and the left side. Both of the sides get stormed to death here. More storming from the right side will be great as well. He's gonna just storm the vultures and back up here. 144 supply for Flash, 188 for Motive. The game is still raging on nicely for both the players. Flash still hold this area, but he's running out of bases to expand to. Motive. He's got presence on both sides of the map here. Bottom left, top right, as well as bottom right here, guys. Anyways, Motive is gonna morph into Club of Archon. See what kind of upgrade is here. I think he's got 3-3 by now. Yeah, +3 weapons and +2 armor. Flash possibly got 3-3 as well. He's still holding this nice area, but he need to have another base. He need to take out this. If you can win, you can take out this base. Great. Oh my god, it's gonna be storming from the high ground, but Hydra is gonna get sniped. We need to pull back. Oh, the Hydra is not yet dead. We're gonna be having EMP. Come on, what are you doing? He's gonna storm the vulture. That is late. Flash is slowly reacting. He needed just to do the EMP with the science vessel, but he forgot or something. Anyways, attack once again, and Flash is on the low ground. He's eating a lot of storm. This Shadow has got some Zealot bombing. Just only one Zealot, but it's unloaded. This is gonna be a nice attack, and Flash is once again losing a lot of stuff here. Command Center could have landed, but yeah. And Motive is gonna take the bottom right side of the map. He's got a couple of gateways. maybe not enough to hold this. I mean, this gateway production is saving the life of Motive here. It's just got continuous pumping units, and storming from the low ground is so beautiful to watch as a Protoss lover. This Temptoss strategy is great. He's gonna storm every single unit, and these tanks have been trading really poorly. Flash is almost mined out. He's mined out in 4 of his 5 bases. This is the only base that actually have mineral flashes. And yeah, Motive can hold this area for the longest time possible. The tank would not be able to get on the high ground. Motive can reinforce it from the sky with more shadow if he wishes to. He's got 3 shadows waiting at home, and he's got the entire bottom right. So that is fine. His command center landing would give Flash a bit more minerals intake, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. And yeah, what is Motive's? Okay, he's going to reinforce from the sky, which is what I like to see here. Let's check the content of the cargo. It's going to be 4 Xenot. And what does he have here? Once again, 4 Xenot, and the last one is maybe Templar. Yeah, 1 High Templar is 2 Xenot only. He's gonna maybe land the units here and wait for more reinforcement, and he's gonna make some Dark Templar. Why make Dark Templars? There's a freaking science vessel right there. Anyways, the game is kind of stalemated for some time. Flash has got his 6 base Dragoons moving on high ground. A single Dark Templar is not able to do anything. What is Motive's plan? Because Flash is slowly encroaching on his territory here. We do have some Xenot attacking, and High Templar is going to be able to cast a storm. This unit is not yet ready. Okay, we have some Shadow flying in from the air here. These tanks got attacked by their own splash damage from the low ground. These are beautiful storm casting on these tanks have been damaged from before. Dragoons are going to try to do a couple of shots, but not successful. And Motive is going to pull back. Okay, there was a storm drop here that completely missed, guys. It cleared out a lot of Flash's SCV line, and now Flash is down to 119 supply versus Motive's 286, and Motive attack this base. He's going to try to attack this 3 o'clock base. If he can attack and kill out this base, then Flash has no chance of taking out the bottom right, because it's going to be way too far, and he cannot reinforce fast enough. He doesn't have Nidus Canals, guys. Unfortunately, Terran doesn't have Nidus Canal like Zerg. Anyways, this last tank is going to be falling. Flash is kind of losing steam. Where's the rest of his army? He's going to try to hold this area with 3 tanks and trying to reinforce. Now Flash is kind of getting stretched out, guys. And this is, I mean, out of the 3 races, I feel like Terran is completely disadvantaged in the late game because they've got no way to move their forces quickly. Protoss got Arbiters, Zergers got Nidus Canals, and Terran's got nothing. They have to walk slowly, painfully across the map, and losing a lot of units in the process. EMP, oh, that's going to be the Matrix. High Templar is going to get sniped. High Templar is going to get sniped once again. Very slow reaction from Mode. It's going to do a couple of shots, but this High Templar will need to do something. He's coming out, and he's going to storm the Vulture. Alright, we have a single Dark Templar out here. But this base, is it going to get mined out? Okay, looks like it's very close to mined out. Huge attack. This huge attack against Flash's expansion. He's got maybe 2 tanks, more tanks on the high ground. But Motive's got a lot of Xenot, and Flash has got no Vultures, no Mine, no Golite, no Supply Depot. He's got a couple of turrets only. And this attack is going to be able to crush Flash's main base, man. There's no way for Motive to come back and reinforce. Will he even come back and reinforce? He's like, you know what? I don't care. I'll give you my base. I'm just gonna go and take the other base. But Flash, GG. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, buy me a coffee. The link is in the video description. Have a good day. Bye-bye.